What's going on, drivers and fellow CB enthusiasts? It's Jay Rich back again with another one, and we are part 3 of a 3-part series with the 3300 HP. How did that happen with all the threes? Before we get too far in this video, if you would, go on ahead and hit that subscribe right down there in the corner, leave a thumbs up, and as always, a comment down below. So like in part 1, we were testing the truck's wiring from the overhead console, compartment, cubby, whatever you'd like to call it, versus direct battery power. And in the previous videos, part 1, we did the Texas Ranger, which is a 20-watt radio. We gained 2 watts from going to the battery. In part 2, we had the Cobra 29, which is a 40-watt radio. We gained 5 watts on that. And with this Connex 3300 HP, we will see what we will get. And in all honesty, I am afraid we might blow a fuse with this radio because, well, it's got a little more power. Without further ado, let's get after it. Alright, so here we are with our Connex 3300 HP. We are on channel 22, just the same as everything else. We are on the AM. We are on the 200 watt scale, so we are looking at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We are on the truck's wiring, which runs to the back of the radio. Here is our battery power, which is in the other videos. It runs over there to the fuse box. It is plugged in right there. The other plug that you see way over there is the plug for my Anytone, which is not plugged in. So let's key up. We are at a 12 watt dead key. Audio. And we are doing right about 49, 48, 49, 48, 49, 49 watts, let's call it, on the Connex 3300 HP. Let's go on ahead and get our little wiring back in and see what happens. All right, here we are back again. Here is our truck's wiring that goes up to the cabinet, and big fat red wire back there is not this one, but the other big fat red and black wire back there is our battery power. And let's go on ahead and key up, see what we got. And we're still about 12 watt dead key. Audio. Hello, audio. Audio. So we're getting right up about 70 watts of power out of this 3300 HP. That is good. So there you have it. The Connex 3300 HP goes from 49 watts all the way up to 70 watts just by getting off of this piece of crap. And my suspicions were correct. I did blow a fuse. This is like a little 2.5 amp or 5 amp fuse that is in this. Well, Jay Rich is prepared. 10 amp fuses. Now I'm sure there's going to be a naysayer out there that says, well, 21 watts is nothing. If you remember part 1, 20 watts was the power, total power of the Texas Ranger. That's the power of a whole nother radio. The total power. I also think that goes to show you, guys, don't go out there and just buy a Connex or a Galaxy or a Striker or Ranger or some high dollar, high power radio, shove it up in that cubby hole and run it on this little piece of crap 10 or 12 gauge. No, this is like 14 gauge junk wire. Stop doing that. You're leaving a lot of power on the table. You know, now 20 watts, like I said, somebody's going to be a naysayer to say that's not a lot, but that's a good amount of power. I mean, that could get you, I don't know, another 3 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles, depending on where you're at. So this concludes our 3-part series. And if you look at the 2 different wirings we used, this went to our direct battery power. This is a 10 gauge wire. versus this little 14 gauge or 16 gauge wire, whatever this is. I don't even know. This is just some crap that comes with your Cobra, your Striker, or something like that. And this right here is aftermarket. And as always, to the next video, go on ahead and watch a playlist and subscribe. I'm Jay Rich, and keep your knees in the breeze and that shiny side up. We'll be seeing you.